Now, normally I don't do videos on JD from NY because he's not really worth my time, but this whole thing is blowing up there about Alexa Bliss and bullying, and then you get Braun Strowman and you get Paige coming in there, Paige of all people, but I digress. JD from New York, I'll be honest with you right now. JD from New York's thoughts on Alexa Bliss somewhat mirror my own. I mean, like, he goes a little bit too far when it comes to his insults, but that's par for the course. There was a time when I was watching JD from NY and he insulted me, but he didn't know my name, but he insulted me. And I don't know, like 30 minutes later or whatever, I didn't care. I didn't tweet about it. I didn't care about it. I mean, like, he just said something nasty. I'm like, all right, cool. But then, like, he says something about Alexa Bliss. Now, in the back of my mind, I thought those things about Alexa Bliss personally. The reason why, it's not because, like, I hate her or whatever or anything like that. No, it's not because of that. It's because, honestly, all these stands out there, like Alexa Bliss stands, like on Reddit and Twitter and everything, praising Alexa Bliss like she's the God's greatest woman or whatever. The problem is, Alexa Bliss literally has no sexiness about her. She has a great booty. She has okay-ish boobs. She has no DSLs, you know what I'm saying? But her personality is great. The real person, Lexi Kaufman, she's great. I like her. But the character and everything like that, like, it's not Alexa Bliss or Lexi Kaufman that I have a problem with. It's more the fans. They're drooling all over someone who doesn't really deserve to be drooled over. I like Charlotte Flair. Some people don't like Charlotte Flair. That kind of stuff there. I find Charlotte Flair very attractive. I find Alexa Bliss somewhat attractive. Same in the vein as like Paige. Paige and Alexa Bliss are kind of in the same category. They get a lot of praise for something that a lot of other girls have better stuff on. A lot of the girls out there have better booties, better boobs, better face, better hair, better looking eyes, better looking skin tone, actually know how to move sexy. But Alexa and Paige, they don't. Of course, a lot of guys want to, stick it inside. I'll just put it that way, of course, because they're pretty. But when it comes to oozing sexiness, keeping a man happy, I really don't think they know how to do that. Which is, I'm not saying they have to. It's just like saying, like, how come every picture that guys drool over for Alexa or Paige or whatever have virtually nothing sexy about them? They're just drooling over like their generic looking, picture, the profile, but they're not doing anything sexy. That could be by design, who knows? But why are like all these people like drooling all over them? And if you say like it's not sexy, and they get on you because likely in the end it's like beauty is the eye of the beholder, that kind of stuff, which is fine. However, if someone, like, there are people out there that probably want to get busy with Nia Jax, or they want to get busy with a certain former AEW champ. Let's put it that way, okay? I'm not going to say the name. Um, 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 but there are people out there for everybody, which is fine. But saying like he's not really saying anything that he's not said about a lot of other people. He said bad things about Mandy Rose. He said bad things about Charlotte Flair. I think pretty much he's cool with Sonya Deville for. But like he has a potential. He has a lot of rage inside of him. He always has rage because WWE pisses him off there, but he has to keep doing this. Has to keep making YouTube money. I get that. I perfectly understand that. Um, it's the way he goes about things. It appears that for the most part, JD's a very insecure individual. And I would likely, no, I'm not going to do any assumptions because that's what he would do. Um, this person doesn't really. Okay, JD from NY is a person who's always raging about something. That's what people have to understand. If he doesn't like something, he's going to go into a rant about it, and that's what he's going to do. And it's not like personal towards somebody, but he's always going to do it. And and sometimes he has valid reasons, sometimes he doesn't. This isn't like Wrestling with Regret, where he analyzes things perfectly before he opens his mouth. JD from NY has like an hour and a half long, whatever podcast, and it's all, unedited, or mostly unedited, and everything he says is pretty much like a flow of thought. Kind of like me right now, unedited. But I don't actually edit anything. I can't anymore. Fucking YouTube. When it comes to what JD says, he's always going to be an asshole. We always know that one. He's never going to stop. No matter what you say on Twitter, he's going to keep doing the same thing. In fact, you're doing him a favor. You're doing him a favor by acknowledging him and giving him publicity. I bet you $1 billion gazillion his sub numbers went up and up, because the WWE finally gave him the recognition that he won all this time. Maybe, just maybe, he doesn't really feel that way about Bliss and, Charlotte Flair.